Good day, my name is Doug and I am playing the Crust. And this is update 3, version 0.99.95, which you can always find in the upper right or upper left hand corner. Um, and this is my third episode of my 16th base. So thank you for joining me. Obviously, I do enjoy this game, and just as obviously, I'm not particularly good at it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So I'm trying to find, corporations of this scale are rarely generous without reason. Nevertheless, the received shipment may help us stabilize the power grid and accelerate recovery after the explosion. In the worst case, you can always purchase the missing modules in the Crust offers section. So let's see what we have here. I was just wondering what happened to this. And then on the surface of the moon, the rover has found in the crater lies a vast storage structure comprised of multiple segmented modules. Emergency vehicles are scattered around the area. A sign by the entrance identifies it as Reserve Warehouse 45-17/2075, and a Crust logo makes it clear who the owner is. The facility is designed for emergency use and houses a large quantity of steel, smart concrete, and modular frames. And I receive science for 90 days. Cool. Monthly report. Not happy with where the money is going. Let's go take a look at the lunar surface. Crust Warehouse, Reserve Warehouse 45-17/2075. This warehouse was designed for emergency use. It stores large quantities of steel, smart concrete, and modular frames. Send a cargo truck to pick up the resources. Well, this is something of an emergency, isn't it? Titanium plates. I don't see steel or concrete, or modular frames for that matter. That doesn't mean I won't go and pick that stuff up. Okay. And the rover, we'll send him down to the observatory. Okay. So we have a medium solar panel and a large battery. Well, the battery, I'm going to put, can't build them yet, so I will put this out of the way, going this way. And the medium solar panel, I will stick over here. Okay. And we have 14 days on the batteries, 12 days until dawn. That's good. I shouldn't really stress anything quite yet, because I want to finish that. It's still being built. Okay, let's go up to the top. I suspect this is where I'm going to be putting everything. But you never know. Might go down this way too. Okay.
Research complete.
And drone upgrade, drilling speed. Well, that's a good thing. I need blue. Okay. I'm just about done with the core habitat frame or building.
Research complete.
That will be good. Extended tender license. That's also good. So, 3 days. 5 days. 2 days. Okay. That's orange. Blue will follow it. Basalt drowned. Okay. Even though I don't have much steel, it's arriving at relatively quick pace. Okay. I can add another. Considering I'm about to start the MRR builds, I'm not going to waste my time with that. Okay.
Objective achieved.
Living quarters require electricity and oxygen in order for the life support systems to start working. Let's start with electricity. Install an electronic board on the wall and connect it to the main network with a wire. This way, the whole space will have access to the power grid.
Okay. So we will put the electronic board right there. Research complete for the drone upgrade. Okay. Cargo drones. Let's see, this is 55 days, that's 9 days, that's a day and a half. So, we're gonna need that too. 9 days, 6 days, that will finish up first. So we'll add that. Okay.
It's about time to build an ice melter, an essential element for producing water and, by extension, oxygen and food.
So, I need to build a room where I can put the oxygen. Okay, 10 by 10. That's a start. And I'll put the door there. And then, while I'm building that, I will use that. There we go. Okay.
Research complete.
Oxygen systems, good. Okay, 6.5 days. Which will be next. Oh yes, smart concrete, we definitely need that. Is the best power to run there? Okay. We are going to need start with. This is regular. Okay. Going to stop this for right now. And concentrate on this. Because I need this cleared out. Yeah, I know, I'm being silly. Okay. That should keep my drillers busy for a bit. Okay. Wrong way. Smelting furnace. There.
Research complete.
Build all. Alwigo 4. Alwigo is the automated laser interferometer. I can never say that. Gravitational wave observatory. A network of 5 observatories was constructed on the moon with active participation from Crust between 2073 and 2079. The primary goal of the project is to detect and study gravitational waves of cosmic origin. The observatories are located thousands of kilometers apart from each other, enabling researchers to determine where the gravitational signal is originating. The observatory was damaged by an explosion, but there may still be valuable equipment or data regarding the nature of the recent disaster. Perhaps it's worth sending a rover with drones to investigate. Before I can do that, I need the Expeditionary Control Center built, and I haven't even researched it yet. I am going to put a pause on things for the moment, and let's go look at the surface of the moon, because we are now going to send... Yeah, I need to send 2 drones there, and I can't do that quite yet. So we will send him down to an unknown find. And that will keep him busy. Okay. Go ahead and start this up again. I see I've not connected that as yet. Build all. Okay. Yeah, I need more room on this side. I'm going to make this a priority.
Research complete.
There we are. Yeah. Okay. Power. And that is going to be aluminum production. Research complete. Ventilation, let's go look at that. Okay. Food cultivation in a week. So, definitely social will be next. I don't need the CPU data center quite yet, and it's a dead-end research branch, so we'll just skip it for the moment. So, medical center. Okay. Unpause things. Smelting furnace. And this is going to be steel. Build all. Power is going to come down to here and shoot directly into that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stick him as far up here as that. That one there. So this one is going to be silicon, and this one will be titanium. Okay. Okay. And then power. Fix that. Okay, and that will be the start of my MRR farm. Let's see.
Package delivered.
Okay. Confirm cargo unload. Whoops. And that will go there. Okay. Smelting furnace.
Research complete.
Okay, let's put a pause on things while we take a look at the research. 47 days, 64 days. Okay, and then orange moves there. Blue, however, does not. Drone upgrade. Let's go ahead. Oh, we do have to get that built, don't we? Okay. Unpause. Okay, so that is now delivering iron ore to the refinery. Fraction of hope. And this will be from the rover. The unidentified object has turned out to be a module from an orbital station. The area around it is littered with thousands of small fragments, and the module itself is bent and twisted. An orbital station implies that there's more than one, so there's probably a Hope 1, maybe a Hope 3. Approaching closer and inspecting the debris, the cargo truck's cameras notice a partially faded inscription, Hope 2, RM5. Before the collapse, this was a research module on the Hope 2 station. Apparently, the station sustained such serious damage that the external module detached from the main structure. It is possible to send a cargo truck with a drone for a detailed examination of the module. Okay, let's go take a look here. There's stuff that can be picked up immediately, so we will go ahead and detail my truck to go ahead and do that. And we will send my rover on to there. Okay, back here. I am maintaining. Which is a nice surprise. Okay, I happen to know that the smart concrete factory is going to need slag and silicon ore. Now, one of the things that I need to start worrying about is the amount of money I have. But fortunately, I have a great deal of silicon. So, we were going to sell that. Sell silicon. I could sell 300 of these for 9,000. I still have space there. So let's go ahead and sell my titanium plates, which is a much better price. Oh, no it isn't. 75 per. Titanium plates is only 59. Hold on, that's numbers. Okay, 39 for each ton of silicon. Yeah, that's a much better price. So we will go ahead and throw a bunch of these on there as well. I have to be careful of my total tonnage. But apparently I can sell all my silicon plates. We're not going to sell them all though. Just 50, I think. And I still have room. I still have 500 tons. I will sell a couple of components. Not many, though. Okay, if I sell 17, or rather, if I sell 11, okay, and we will go ahead and do that. Now that's going to divert all of my drones, and I don't have cargo drones as yet, so they're going to be busy for a while. Not all of them. Some of them are going to continue to work, which is a good thing. Okay. And let's go ahead and set this back to the orientation I prefer. Okay. Life support. And we're going to go ahead and install the first of the electrolysis. Oh, that's the electrolysis. I need ice melter. There we go. Install the first of those. 1, 2. Oh crap, I screwed up. Okay. I need this room to be one larger. And it's best to do it now. So. Like that. And we want to have those. Yep. Okay. Don't have smart concrete as yet. Okay. size. Okay. Okay, we made some money. That's good. Okay. Just poured ice melter. Yep. Okay. And just because it doesn't look like this is coming through the way it should. Okay. Let's get that floor rebuilt. Okay. Ice melter. We'll put the first one in the middle. Because we will be putting this outside. Nice, right? Yep. support. Okay. And I have a fair amount of aluminum, that's good. Not at 100%, please note. Okay. And this is going to be ice. Okay. Finally, we need the barracks. That's 18. Okay. That's 6. You have to knock off 2 for the walls, for size. Okay. Damn it. Oh well. 20 by 9. That's what I like. And we will put a door here. Fraction of hope. During the inspection, the bodies of 2 deceased module workers were found. They did not survive the crash. The module itself is of great interest for research. Not only does it contain valuable equipment, but its structure and materials prove strong enough to withstand re-entry from orbit. Studying the wreckage with drones will advance our research. And I get fundamental and basic science for 20 days. And life support, ventilation, there. obviously do not have enough smelting furnaces here. So add another one. Power. Oops, no, that's not where I want the power.
Now that we have ice mining, we need to learn about oxygen facilities to create a life support system. Complete the appropriate research and build an electrolysis plant.
Objective achieved.
To ensure the colonists feel safe indoors, one electrolysis plant is not enough. It produces oxygen, but we need a backup plan. Call me a pessimist, but I've heard enough stories about the sudden water and power outages leading to the deaths of entire base crews. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to us. Construct a compressed air tank, an oxygen receiver, so we can have reserves for a rainy day. Okay. Water tank. And an oxygen receiver. Here we go. Okay.
Objective achieved.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be taking it out eventually, but not now. So. Modulus there. Okay. And 6 days, 1 day. That's good. Rolling mill. Power.
Objective achieved.
Now our colonists won't die from lack of oxygen, at least not until they run out. I think it's a good start. Keep in mind that additional rooms in the facility will be uninhabitable until we connect them to a source of oxygen. For this, each room needs ventilation. It will distribute not only oxygen, but between the rooms, but also heat. Okay.
Director, we now have living quarters. It's time to make them habitable. Build beds, a farm, and a kitchen. The new residents will need them. Hydroponic farms will allow food to be produced as long as there is access to water. A kitchen will allow colonists to cook and eat. As for the purpose of beds, I bet you can figure that one out on your own.
Around the research
Whoops.
is a level platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
We will salvage the machinery. Excuse me. We will salvage the machinery.
Days we can use all the resources we can get, Director. Send the drones to the outpost and have them gather whatever they can.
God, I hate it. Does that? It's just my own personal like and dislike. Some people may like it. I just happen not to. Okay. Okay. Oops.
Package delivered. There's the base. Okay. And the rover. We send him up here now. Oh. Before we do that, I think we will start doing that. I think it may be premature, but okay. Send him to Farhad next. Okay.
There's the truck. And I happen to know we're going to need this before too terribly long. So we'll go ahead and get that built up. Okay. I'll go ahead and stop sending stuff over this way. And most definitely we will stop sending it down here as well. Oops. That is going to be titanium. And that will be steel. No connection.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to make an exception to my rule about weird setups. Components factory.
Farhead Control Tower. In the middle of the barren landscape stands a lone control tower. There are no obvious signs of damage, and the structure seems to have been abandoned for some time. There are no people or the usual rover in sight. Emergency boxes are empty, and the only interesting thing is the information from the control computers. According to it, a supply convoy was supposed to pass nearby, but never reached its destination. And we get a variety of science for 30 days. Okay, let's throw a pause on things. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, there is Farhead Control Tower. We're going to go ahead and start things again. I am going to be doing a scan looking for said convoy. There. Something this way. Okay, the Farhead Control Tower has served as a critical hub for monitoring and regulating traffic in this sector of the moon. Your rover has discovered data on a missing convoy of vehicles nearby. Scan the area with your rover to locate it. Okay. And I need... nothing I can do right now. So down below,
rover. What does he see? There. Okay. Make that go away. Okay, this is kludgy. So let's go ahead and stop everything coming out. And then we are going to just make this all go away. Go ahead, little boy. Make this go away. Okay. Build all. And we will set a minimum here. We still don't have smart concrete yet, so I have 44,000, so we have 300 silicon again, and we also have 300 aluminum, so whichever is better. What price can I get? Silicon is at 57, aluminum is at 267. So I think that is the sell. Aluminum is at 205, silicon is at 40. So definitely the aluminum is the first one we will put on the market. Okay, 300 of those. How am I doing on plates? Plates are selling for $3.93, so we will definitely put some of those on the market as well. Whoops. And that will give me a nice little sum. It's night again. 10 days. 8 days. Yeah, it's cheaper to place a new one. Smelting furnace. Build all. Back to 40,000, yeah. Okay, what do we have out here? Destroyed convoy. Okay, except for titanium. Okay.
The convoy was transporting several tanks of liquefied fuel and a couple containers with various spare parts and electronic equipment. It seems that the vehicles were seriously damaged and buried under collapsed rock. You can immediately send a cargo truck to collect the easily accessible cargo, or you can try to break up the rubble with a rover. It will be necessary to send drones to excavate most of the cargo, but the operation to retrieve it might be risky.
We'll wait until we can send drones. Okay. I didn't read that, I'm sorry. To be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised. You set up a habitat module much faster than we expected. We managed to predict the exact landing time of the Hope 2 and figured out how to delay its collision with the moon. If you manage to send the parts to the station, you'll not only gain some extra time to set up the space, but also give the crew a chance to repair the damaged rescue capsule. There is a chance to save more lives, Director. If you take on this task, we'll provide all the necessary calculations.
Your colleagues have already received the new technology for building the landing platform. Prepare the materials and send them to the station as soon as possible. Remember, sloppiness could cost someone their life.
So we need a landing platform and components to send to Hope 2. Begin preparations immediately. The station may collapse at any moment.
The landing platform is now ready to operate. I've got everything set up. As soon as the pod arrives, the drones will fill it with resources, and the cargo will go to the Hope Station. You can see it in the pod's interface how much material is left to load.
Okay, up to the surface. That landing platform is busy, so we will build a second one. And again, we'll make that a high priority. This we'll actually set to super high priority. So it will get built quickly. Needs 40. I have needs 12. And I have that. So I have all the materials necessary. Good. And rover. Destroyed convoy, right. Now we will send this down to the transit station. And it would help if I actually sent over there. Okay. I believe I have all the components necessary. 9 days. 6 days. There we go. Okay, so it's going to need 20, which I know I have, and 10, which I know I have. So that material is all there. That's good. Whoops. I can make that go away now, but I do want to leave that as a high priority. There we are. We got it done right quick. Okay, back down here. We're still building that. Support. I do have the farm, so we will set that up so we make the food. I still need the kitchen, which I don't even have researched yet.
Thanks for the delivery, Director. With that, we can patch up the escape pods and be able to rescue everyone. I'll have Deani arrange to repair the thruster immediately. We'll try to stabilize the station and buy you some more time to prepare.
I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur, but I advise you to start repairs on the power unit. There should be enough solar power to maintain life support systems and run the remaining engines.
Flight Engineer Nicholas Baker speaking. The commander is busy repairing the second escape pod right now. Thanks for the advice. We'll see what we can do with the new parts. We had long since scrapped the idea of getting the panels to work using our resources.
You hang in there, Nicholas. And tell your man we won't abandon them. They don't have to worry about that.
Thank you, really. Hope is all we have right now. and transmission.
During our conversation, Crust's projected date for the station's collision with the moon has just been updated. Given the new circumstances, it looks like we have a little more time to prepare.
There we are. 156 days. Plenty of time. I don't see what they were worried about. Okay. It still has lots of stuff to deal with. Oh, I see. That's at 0. Okay. Okay. damn it. Wrong key. So we will shut those off. this is why I should always build out the MRRs first. Well, well, well. Okay, stop this. Build this out to there.
Research complete.
Yeah, this is just going to be temporary anyway, so there we go. Build all. Okay. Remove that. Okay. Okay. Smelting furnace. Who's there?
logistics station comprises a complex of buildings, including a large structure built into the crater wall.
This is
And
frustrating.
several technical buildings in the vicinity. Preliminary scans indicate an inordinate number of people inside the residential block of the station. The facility is owned by the ACIL concern, and their representative is quick to get in touch with.
Hello, Director. I'm glad you're here. Could you support us by providing supplies and spare parts for repairs? There are more people at our station now than we'd planned, and we need help. After the disaster, tons of survivors started flocking to us from all over the area. But we don't have enough food or medicine to feed and treat them, and the life support system has started to wear out due to the increased load.
Survivors have gathered here, forced to huddle together in the cramped quarters of the small station and suffer from a shortage of food and medicine. We could assist them in their accommodating corporations for free, or offer to sell supplies to them. Alternatively, we could refuse to provide any assistance.
Well, of course we're going to provide assistance, but ACL is on Earth and they can pay.
Well, Director, we agree with your proposal. All labor must be paid for, right?
Everything comes with a price, especially when it comes to food and medicine. It's fortunate that we were able to reach an agreement with the conglomerate, Director.
Okay. And this is going to be aluminum. And we're... Alright. We're removing that. And doing power slightly differently. Okay. Okay. Research complete. The Expedition Control Center. Okay. And right now we only have orange going, so blue is financial. Okay. Gonna get cargo trucks going. And green. We need the kitchens. Smelting furnaces. Oh, excuse me. One there. And of course, one there. Which is going to take him. Build all. He's going to be doing steel. And of course we have, yeah, we can do one more. Oh, no, we can't. So, power goes to there, and then back to there. guys doing there? Okay. What are we at? 88. Can still go. Okay. Is he all caught up? He is. So this can go away. This can go away. These guys are still processing out. He's done. He can go away. He can go away. He can go. Build. He is going to be doing that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this, so it's gonna get ugly. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and stop that now. Some of this stuff is purely temporary, but we do what we can, you know. Okay. Resource aluminum. Build all. Might as well just get this out of the way. not going to wait for these things to empty out. We're just going to go ahead and delete them. And we'll move the material as we get the chance.
Research complete.
Research complete. The kitchen, yay! Green. Okay. I'll go straighten that out in a little bit. over. Asil's transit station, which previously served as a logistic hub for nearby facilities, after the disaster, survivors from the surrounding area have flocked to this station, hoping for shelter and supplies. You have made a deal to supply them with essentials. Now you need to get food, medical supplies, and repair parts to this station. Well, obviously can't happen quite yet, but now we will go to there. Monthly report, 79. Back down. Okay. Price of 62 isn't great, relatively, but it is not bad for, oh, right. 44. We will take it. Which will give me 23,000. There's another one of those. And made it. But I think I better add some more battery. that's not good. Okay.
Director, this place was clearly inhabited until quite recently. Judging by the items left behind, they could be survivors from MT4, our ill-fated base. I'll contact their employers at Evermoon.
I missed it. Here
Director,
we go.
we've been contacted by Mr. Holloway, the CEO of Evermoon Corporation. That's whose base we're running now. They've lost contact with their employees since the explosion and are asking us to try to find them. We can use our rover to do that, but Crust may not be happy. What do we do?
We're gonna help them, of course.
Thank you for agreeing to help. We received several fragmented messages from survivors at MT4, but then the communication was lost. We have sent you the coordinates of one of our complexes south of MT4. Maybe someone managed to take shelter there. Please check this point first. With your assistance, we have a chance to save them. Good luck, Director.
Let's go take a look at the rover. Okay. Yes. Rover. Okay. Whoops. Extractor. There's one.
Director, finding surviving employees of another corporation is a worthwhile endeavor, but it's not our primary concern. Your emotions should not influence your decision-making, and I personally will make sure of it if needed.
Research complete.
Great, we can now install the hauling drone reconfigurator. This will significantly speed up operations. Hauling drones transport multiple units of a single resource type, greatly accelerating pod loading. However, remember, they do not maintain modules or deliver construction materials. For these tasks, standard drones are still required. Okay. Medical center. Fundamental. Let's go ahead and get that done. Okay. resource, and it's going to be regolith. Extractor. Okay. 47,000. So this is really the last thing I can build till we get more money. But aluminum is worthwhile. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Yep, kitchen is done. Okay. And the dining table. Which we'll put right there. And the refrigerator, which we will put right there. Okay.
After thoroughly scanning and exploring the area, the rover discovered a protective case with a tablet near one of the doors. In addition to research data, it contained a text file.
Collapsed due to a powerful explosion. 8 and the others didn't make it out, and Tanya is seriously injured. 6 of us are alive, including me, MT4 Chief Robert Podolsky. The outer part of the complex was almost completely destroyed by the blast wave, and the electricity and life support systems are offline. We have a working vehicle, fuel, and oxygen supply. We have enough to reach the Evermoon 3 observation station.
Let's see if they had more luck.
No biological or any other activity was detected in the complex. Director, that's our Robert. If there's any hope that he's alive, we should keep looking.
And with that, I think we will go ahead and put a pin in this. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoy the game or you like my playstyle, please leave a like. If you have a comment about my playstyle or my presentation style, please leave the comment. I only ask that you be civil. Don't call me names. Beyond that, all the normal stuff. Like, comment, follow, share. You have a good day. I'll catch you next time.